Hey guys, what's up? I got a great video for you today. Got more information leaked by the Gaming Revolution. Go check out his channel. It is awesome. The reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to make it earlier, but I knew there would be more information and more details leaked on certain subjects as time went on. And that's exactly what happened. So instead of searching through all the other videos and stuff, I wanted to compile it all into one video here where you could check it out. So first off, let's get right into the kill streaks. You have a personal UAV, which is a tiny helicopter that pings enemies around your location. Shielded turret. This is a man turret. You will be controlling it. It will not be like a sentry gun, which means, yes, you will be in the line of fire. We have a care package and the scrambler drone, which is like, counter UAV. Then we have a cluster strike with a bunch of cluster bombs. Cruise missile, which is a predator missile. We have a standard UAV, a precision airstrike, a Wilson, which is a little mini tank, RC mini tank. Your standard sentry gun. Your attack helo, which apparently will be an AI helo that is a Pavlo. Then a Warthog. The reason I say Warthog is because he mentioned a kill streak, didn't really give it a name, where you put the target a location with a laser, and then an airplane comes by and mows people down with a bunch of bullets. Sounds like a Warthog, A10. Then we have a VTOL, which is pretty much like a Harrier strike. Plane comes in, hovers, shoots people. Then we have a chopper gunner, which you are in control of. And then we have an emergency airdrop, which is I think 4 care packages that come down, and a Bradley tank. Now the Bradley tank only works on really large maps. It doesn't work on every map. So there's a chance you'll be playing TDM, and a map will come up, and you won't have time to change your class setup. You won't have time to change your kill streaks. And when you get to that kill streak, it'll probably just be grayed out, and you won't be able to use it, unfortunately. But this also means there'll probably be a very large map playlist, like a tank specific playlist to allow you for some of these kill streaks. I think there are other features in the game that might only be possible on big maps, but we'll see. Advanced UAV, white phosphorus, which is pretty much like a napalm strike. White phosphorus gets on you, direct contact, you catch on fire, you die. If you walk through the smoke damages your health. So it's kind of like a chemical strike as well. AC-130 and a Juggernaut. Now, with our information, the Juggernaut is the highest kill streak underneath the nuke so far. And then, of course, we have the nuke. And the nuke will play out like the classic nuke. It'll be game ending. Apparently, in this game, it is not naturally stackable. By that, I mean kill streak kills do not stack towards other kill streaks. You will have to get all these kills with your weapon. So if that bums you out, I'm sorry, but I got news later on that might cheer you up. Next, we have equipment and skills. So we have a frag grenade, a flashbang, which is also a concussion. It does both. A Molotov, decoy grenade, sensor grenade, which works kind of like the ones in the previous Black Ops games. You throw it in a room, it outlines people in red. We have C4, throwing knife, gas, stim shot. The stim shot is a one-hit go on healing yourself quicker. Heartbeat sensor. You have a smoke. You have an anti-personnel mine, and I'm pretty sure that mine will help against tanks. Now, the last ones on the list, the last 6 on my list are skills. Now, they are supposedly rechargeable from the info. So you have a deployable shield, you have a trophy system, a supply box, tac insert, dead silence, EMP plane. Now, trophy system can take out 2 enemy equipments before self-destructing. A supply box is basically high caliber ammo that you can put in your own gun, and it kills people quicker, I guess. Tac insert is your standard tac insert. Dead silence is it's kind of like a perk, an ability to move quicker and quietly around enemies for a certain amount of time. Then you have an EMP plane, which sounds like an EMP grenade, but you control it. It's an RC plane. You control where it goes. And I'm sure that it'll last longer than an EMP grenade. It'll probably affect a greater area. But the thing is, with them being rechargeable, some people think that this might lead to them being OP in some way, depending on how fast they regenerate and how powerful they already are. But I think even if, they do regenerate on their own, some will be limited, like maybe 2 trophy systems per life, but they regenerate to kind of limit you to only putting down 1 at a time. I think they're all going to regenerate differently. Also, they're called field orders, apparently, due to the leak. And if you look at field orders from Ghosts, also another Infinity Ward game, field orders, you had to actually do something to unlock them. There was a task or a goal. So these might work in a similar way. Now we're moving on to weapon perks. Now, a lot of these perks are sniper only. I don't know if these other ones, if any of them are specifically for any other class of weapons, but there are some in here that are specific to snipers that you can't obtain in other weapons. First one is Infinite Breath, obviously for snipers. Then you have Skulker, which helps you walk around crouched faster. Seen that perk before. Sleight of Hand, seen that before. Supersonic, this is another one that I believe is specific to sniping. Basically, a bullet whizzes by your head, you are partially stunned. This would be very OP for submachine guns and assault rifles, which is why I think it's sniper only. Basically, if you're aiming down sights and you shoot at someone but you miss them, but let's say it's really close, it might stun or daze them for a second, giving you just a little bit more of a chance to reload and shoot again. Next one is Mo Money. This one gives you extra XP for getting headshots. Then we have Bayonet, Ricochet, which apparently only ricochets off of terrain. Sensor, which gives you some sort of mini map when people shoot their guns. If you've heard, this game will not have an automatic mini map. You'll have to unlock a UAV to get a mini map. But Sensor apparently gives you what a mini map would in a regular game, just the ability to see gunshots that are around you. Glacier is cool. You shoot somebody, it starts to slow them down. I also think this is snipers only. It would be very OP for some machine guns and, assault rifles. Just spray and pray and you get kills way more often. I think this is something for people who are used to getting hit markers with a sniper rifle. You shoot them, you get a hit marker, they don't die. Well, this will slow them down just enough to maybe give you that edge of reloading and shooting again. Then we have shrapnel, which basically um, people will heal slower. It doesn't cause more damage, but people will heal slower after being shot by you. And then FMJ, which is basically deep penetration. Now we're moving on to the good stuff, the perkity perks. If you haven't already noticed, I'm just using perk emblems from previous games that I feel best match these perks because a lot of them are different things we haven't seen before. So this is all just a way to identify and organize. So the first one, right off the bat, gonna let you know they don't have a description for it. They just know that it's called Ghost. Um, as you can see, they already have cold-blooded, so it's not going to act like the previous Ghost perks because those are pretty much like cold-blooded. I think it's gonna be more like Ninja to help you walk around like silently and stuff like that. Might have a lightweight element to it. I don't know. But then we have High Alert, which basically gives you kind of a red signal on your screen when you've been spotted when someone's like aiming right at you. Then you have Scavenger. We all know Scavenger. Then Hunter helps you like track people's footsteps, right? And then you have Double Time, which basically makes your double run. If you don't know, in this game, when you double click the analog stick to run, you'll run even faster, be a really sharp burst of energy, but it's slower to bring up your gun, like a lot slower than if you were just coming back from a run. This apparently uh, like triples. I don't know why they call it double time. They should call it triple time, but it triples the length of time you can use that super sprint. Then we have EOD, which is basically flak jacket. We have munitions, which is basically overkill. Heavy metal. This one will make your kill streak stackable. I said before that kill streaks were not stackable. You had to get every kill with your weapon. This is the perk you want. Then we have Bounty Hunter. This one's cool. Kind of intrigued by it. Basically, if someone on the other team has a streak 3 or higher, a bounty will appear on them. And if you kill them, you will get a piece of their streak, right? But I do not believe that you will get the entirety of their streak. I think it will just be a portion, or every kill they've made past 3. The most that you can get from killing someone with a streak is 5 kills to add to your streak. That's the highest. So next we have is Shrapnel, which slows down someone's health from explosive damage. We have Cold Blooded, which is pretty much like your regular old Cold Blooded. Battle Hardened, which basically reduces the effects of flashbangs and stuff, like tactical grenades. Then we have Spotter, which works like sit rep. We have Chin Up, which gives you extra uh, primary grenades, and then Restock, apparently over time or whatever, will replenish a primary and a secondary grenade. Warhead will help you reload explosives quicker. I don't know if that's just for rocket launchers or tanks or both, but it helps you reload explosives quicker, is the way it was kind of explained. Um, I put these in selected categories which match the information that's come out and also match the way they've categorized them in the past for Modern Warfares. I looked at the first Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, a little bit of Modern Warfare 3 on how to do this. Basically, because the people working on this upcoming Modern Warfare, the last one they really had a hand in was Modern Warfare 2. Um, so if you look at the perks, they said there would be 3 categories and it'll be 6, 6, and 4. So I got all the different perks jumbled up when I found them. If you go and watch the Gaming Revolutions videos, that's where I found the listing. It's where a lot of people have been finding listing. He's giving out great information. Again, I just want to say one more time, go check out his channel. Go check out his stuff. It's awesome. But in the end, they are categorized in this simple kind of formula with defensive to neutral perks being in the first category. Then you have more offensive perks in the second category. And then you have perks um, that kind of revolve around explosives in the smallest third category. This is very similar to the very first Modern Warfare in their system of perks. And considering this is kind of a reboot, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't do that, especially because in the Call of Duties later, they didn't really have um, direct perks for explosives, for extra grenades and stuff like that as like a standalone perk. It was usually like a pro perk or an extra addition to an already established bigger perk. The only time they've really been a standalone perk is when they've been categorized in this way, like in the older Call of Duties. Sorry if this is kind of confusing. If that didn't really make too much sense to you. I'm kind of going all over the place. My brain's a scramble. But anyways, what I want you guys to do in the comments is look at these perks and select the three, one out of each category that you would put on whatever class: sniper rifles, assault rifles, submachine guns. And then tell me why. I want to see those conversations down below. Also, keep in mind with all the perks, the gun perks, the equipment, and the kill streaks, they are still working and balancing things. Some may be altered, some may be paired with other features in the game. So it'll be in there, it'll just be utilized for something else. There will still be editing done, but this is the information that we have gotten of what they've worked on so far. So that's all I got. I'll probably be posting a video soon. Go check out his channel. I think he has a weapons video coming up. I'll have to do more editing and updating to my weapons list as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.